Now, on this day, if I say mother and Mother's Day and Happy Mother's Day, certain images will come to your mind. And we tend to think of, when we think of mothers, it seems that Hallmark and much of our society has programmed us to think of flowers and sweetness, gentle, loving care, patience in all things, calmness at all times. Our societal view of women indeed reinforces these images. Now, I'm kind of guessing here, but maybe Hallmark didn't read Hosea with its feminine images of God as we read earlier this morning. God acting like a bear robbed of her cubs. I will attack them and tear them asunder. I will devour them like a lion. Now, when I was looking for a Mother's Day card, I didn't find one that said anything like that. Maybe you were more fortunate than me. Now, this is not your usual image of God, or of mothers, or of gentle, loving care. But did you ever watch one of those nature programs on TV, or even more, on one of those huge IMAX screens? Watching a mother lion with her young, a mother bear with her cubs, and as soon as threat is detected, the mother is in complete attack mode, taking on anyone or anything daring to even threaten to harm her cubs. Not the gentle love often depicted on a Hallmark card, not sentimental memories of happy times shared, but fierce protectiveness of a mother defending the life she has brought into being. The ferocious protective love recognized and understood by most all mothers. Now, this fierce protective love is not exclusive to the larger, stronger animals, the ones we often think of as wilder and more ferocious. The mother bird, large or small, also protects her babies from predators, instinctively drawing them under her wings whenever danger threatens, shielding them with her own body as they rest safely sheltered beneath her wings. Even if the predator is large enough to take on the mother, she sits, firmly planted, eyeing the predator in a menacing way, wings outstretched wide. If you're going to take the babies, you're going to have to take the mother first. Have you ever watched as these same ferocious bears and big cats play with their cubs? Granted, the play is preparation for life, but the fun, the joy, the roughhousing, the playfulness and pleasure are a wonder to behold. When the first panda cub was born at Zoo Atlanta, this became one of our favorite destinations. Lun Lun, the mother panda, who used to lie lazily eating bamboo and eucalyptus most all day long except when she was sleeping, all of a sudden had a mission, a responsibility, busily interacting with her cub, playfully engaging with the growing panda as the little one explored her world, climbing, falling, rolling about, moving everywhere, being dragged back to the mother. Even more, have you ever watched a human mother with her newborn falling in love with her child? Or the human mother of a toddler, discovering things all over again through the eyes of her little one as she joyfully introduces new things into her child's life? Or the mother of a young child or a not so young child, as she is amused and entertained, even if she can't let it show, by the host of antics on any given day. There is an enchanted acceptance in these interactions, pure delight and joy, an embracing of the whole child, enabling the child to discover, to grow into the person she or he is meant to be. In the midst of fierce protection of the defenseless young, and the delightful interactions filling one with wonder, awe, and delight, there are life lessons to be learned, knowledge to be gained, skills to be practiced, discipline to understand, wisdom to acquire. A very short time to become prepared to go out into the world. When it's time for a young eagle to learn to fly, the parent who has valiantly protected the eaglet entices the young one out of the nest by withholding food, though flying very, very near with a wonderful, tasty morsel. As the young eagle loses weight every day, becoming hungrier and hungrier, it moves to the edge of the nest, occasionally being lifted by the wind. And as the parent flies really, really close to the nest, the adolescent eagle almost topples out, losing its balance in its attempt to reach food. And sometimes it does topple out, spreading its wings to glide on its inaugural flight. Landing is often rough. I've read that 40% of eaglets do not survive their inaugural flight. But as the young eagle tumbles to the ground, the parent eagle drops food nearby and continues to provide food for a while as its offspring stays near the nest, practicing flight every day, gaining strength and endurance, ready to move out into the world. Don't these images say something to us about the mothering love of God, providing sanctuary in the midst of life, the sanctuary of protective care available always, the sanctuary of pure, unbounded delight and joy in the person we really are and the person we will become, the sanctuary where we can gain disciplined, wise preparation to face all that life may throw our way, becoming strong and confident, ready to take on the world. Isn't this the mothering love we are called to extend to one another? The sanctuary we are called to be for one another? Isn't this what the community of faith is really all about, or at least what it should be about? Faith communities are meant to be sanctuaries, providing safe space where there need be no fear, because one is protected, sheltered with dignity and love, accepted and welcomed just because we're here. Faith communities are meant to be sanctuaries, providing freedom to discover our true selves, where we delight in the creative goodness of one another, where we enjoy, laugh, and discover together, sharing experiences of the holy. Faith communities are meant to be sanctuaries where we are prepared to face whatever comes our way with courage, wisdom, integrity, and the assurance that we never walk alone, because God and the community companion us and mother us every step of the way. In a few minutes, we will baptize 2 of our young people. And next Sunday, we will confirm and welcome 5 new members, confirmation students, who were received by session this past Wednesday evening. May we provide sanctuary for these young people and for all people who come through our doors. May we become sanctuaries where God is truly pleased to dwell and where others find protection, delight, and strength in our mothering love. Thanks be to God. Amen.